Hey, what's up, Tamer? This is Dev from DevsUtopia here, and welcome to the 8th episode of Tamer Talk. Here with me, we have my co-host, Mafusion, Fluky, and a very special guest, Oster TCG, joining us in this very special episode. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's you're really special now that you've
Can you stop?
you have 1,500 views with your deck profile on my channel, and it beat my Lord Nightmon deck profile.
Wait,
And I'm not mad. Yeah, it was
I
him.
didn't know that was.
Yes, that's what I said. That's what I said. His deck profile got more views than mine.
You're famous. Welcome, you're famous.
That hurts.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You're famous now, man. Welcome.
All my subscribers are traded. I mean, but seriously, guys, welcome to the latest episode of Tamer Talk, where we kind of try to keep you guys updated on everything related to the Digimon TCG. For this episode, we'll be talking about our favorite cards from EX2 since it already has been released and revealed fully, and then we'll be talking about scalping later on within the video or podcast. Well, by the way, huge announcement, we're on Spotify now. Not sure if y'all remember about that, but I've been procrastinating a lot, but we are officially on Spotify as well as YouTube. So you have another way to just enjoy the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Don't even. Fluky's eating airheads. Oh, very special occasion. Very special occasion.
My bad.
Fluky's back. We're not listening to the government talking about always being 6 feet apart and all that nowadays because Fluky's back and now we're able to be in person and laugh at each other as much as possible. By the way, just a joke. Don't ignore your government, please.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that at all.
Don't blame us for you ignoring your government.
We are not liable.
Hey, but on the bright side, though, we all at least are safe. It's all
right.
True.
The most important part, right? All right, guys. So let's get this started. Everything has been revealed for EX2. So again, there's going to be a link in the description that shows off all the cards so you guys can read it yourself. But we're just going over the ones that we find the most interesting. These alternate arts are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
For me, just scrolling right now. If you're on YouTube and everything, you can probably see me scrolling through a lot of the alternate arts for the main characters. And their rookie forms. It's a lot of screen grabs. Not a lot, but a few of them are screen grabs from the anime itself. Wait, which one was it specifically?
So, okay, this one is from the Tamer series. So this is the one where it's like Gilmon, Renamon, and Terriermon.
Yeah.
And honestly, like you said, I'm a big fan of the arts, like richly done, and also the anime taken away from art as well, because there's so many of both that's like I'm in love.
If you can see my cursor on YouTube and everything, like you can see, I can't remember their names.
So you got green is Henry, yellow is Rika, and red is Takato.
Right. So since we're already talking about the main characters, I really enjoy the main characters in general. So I want to just go back because I think it's a lot. There's a lot of cards.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cards. But I really enjoyed the Terriermon line. And Saint Gargomon is one of my favorite green level 6s. We're not sure how good it is, like meta, but let me just read off the skill. It has a play cost of 12. It's a level 6 green Digimon with 13,000 DP. It digivolves from a level 5 for 5. And it has the effect, when digivolving, for each of your green tamers, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. And those Digimon cannot unsuspend during your opponent's next unsuspend phase. So it brings like really good memories of Puppetmon from Release Special Booster 1.0.
Isn't that also a similar effect to what it used to have in the
The only difference
the very first version of Mega Gargomon.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the only difference is it doesn't have the security attack as well, to spin the Digimon.
Right. But instead of that, it has to, when attacking once per turn, return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon with DP equal or lower than this Digimon to your opponent's hand. So I honestly would prefer just having the control aspect rather than the security plus. And also, green focuses on a lot of early green cards focused on I get power regardless of if you're suspended or not.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really care too much about the first Mega Gargomon Security Attack Plus. I think the control aspect is going to come in real handy, especially since Jogress is a thing.
Yep.
And people will be able to benefit so much from just, digivolving for free into Mastermind, etc.
Yeah.
Sorry. Also, I was about to say, also, since you guys were mentioning D Security Plus, it looks like the Rapidmon form gives it to him as an unsuspended.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Level 5 form, yeah.
Yeah, okay. You're right. Yeah, this inherited effect says once per turn when an opponent's Digimon is suspended, this Digimon gains security. So yeah, never mind.
Yeah, so
It still has it. It's just a little bit nicer. You can kit the old one in, get that suspension, get that security boost, and you can pop it in this deck. And it's dope.
These tribal decks are going to be really fun.
Dirty.
Oh, it's just with a lot of the new green cards going back to suspending your opponent's Digimon. That the new Digi Egg that just came out for Set 6. Looking up the name now. It's a draw engine for green, and isn't it their first draw engine Digimon?
Yeah, it is. So,
Pinamon?
Yeah.
I think it's Pinamon, right?
Yeah, the one where
one attacking once per turn. When you attack an opponent's Digimon, trigger draw one.
And green has a lot of ways to get pierce, so you can pierce, draw a card, and
as much, all times with green, right, we keep ignoring the fact that it doesn't have as much draw power because it has all this other sparkly stuff. Like it can, digivolving for free and doing all this other stuff. It was the first color that ever got hit by a restriction list and all that. So we keep forgetting the fact that it literally did not have draw power. It had reveal and add to hand, but that's not just a pure draw.
Those are missable.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, I just realized this too. It still doesn't have his own hammer spark yet.
Green?
I'm okay with that.
I mean, well, the only colors that really have a hammer spark is purple, blue, and yellow.
Purple, blue, yellow.
Does red has one?
Yep.
In this set or no?
No. In the first set, it had the.
But that one was Digimon Crusher or no? Wait, Mega Crusher?
No. It was Gravity Hammer.
Gravity Hammer or something like that.
No one really used that.
I mean,
it was a one of. It was a one of in these latest like regionals and all that.
Because like a lot
for
of people.
Jesmon.
Okay, that makes
for
sense.
Jesmon.
For Jesmon, and I also know there's some red decks in Joggers are using it too because the fact is you can just like game 2 and it doesn't matter you give them memory in their turn.
They're going to go a lot of memory anyway.
Sure.
So yeah, we're talking about the card Gravity Crush, gain 2 memory at the end of the turn, lose 2 memory. So it doesn't have a security effect, but it's still play cost 0, and it still really comes in clutch whenever you just need to get there.
That's true.
So and again, people have been teching in at 1 and etc.
Hey, I mean, speaking about red though, by the way, I'm a big fan of the Gallimon that's coming out soon.
Okay, you want me to go to the level 7, or you want me to go to level 6, or do you want?
Let's start with level 6.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I gotta scroll. Didn't we talk about that one already in the last one?
Did we talk about him?
Yes.
Rookie, did we?
No.
Oh wait, no, we did.
Why are you looking at Oster? I'll talk to you.
No, I was looking at him.
No, we did. We covered.
My bad then.
Okay, let's.
It's around
You have to go to the previous episode of Tamer Talk. I know that probably sounds scummy.
Okay, then let's go with level 7.
The level 7
just pop him up, like just do some editing and put him up in like the
right.
So you know what he looks like at least.
Right.
That we're talking about.
Yeah. Okay. So, Gallimon Crimson mode. It has a play cost of 15. It's a level 7 red Digimon with 15,000 DP. It digivolves from a level 6 for for Digivolution cost of 6. And it has the effects when digivolving, delete all of your opponent's Digimon with the highest DP. And then when attacking, trash 1 card from the top of your opponent's security. And for every 10 cards in your opponent's trash, the card's trash by this effect increased by 1. Okay, so
it's kind of like a combination of the Sep 1 Gallimon.
And then the structured Gallimon.
Yep.
Because it just it just burns a lot. I know we've talked about I'm not sure. I know we talked about off of the podcast. We talked about security control, like having a hard time after set 6. But man, oh man, will security control decks that only play option cards and rely on their option cards in security will just struggle against this deck in general.
Yeah, because like I've already seen in Japan that like a lot of people were teching this card in their decks because like it's so good because like. Digiball kill all the highest cost, so that means like you're against a Rickroach deck or even like a deck with a
that relies on option cards a little bit too much, right? And I mean, like, and honestly, it messes with Tamers too because they just send them straight to the trash, right? Because it's burned.
Yep, and also a cool thing too about this card is like the D Reaper deck that's dropped over on Jump in Japan. This card kills all the highest play costs. Most of them have the same play costs. So
I thought it was the highest DP.
yeah, no, I'm sorry. Most of them have about the same DP level. So
Okay. Right.
So
okay.
they will probably die this anyway.
Yeah,
Right.
they all have
Well, no,
pretty much the same.
Doesn't it only hit highest DP though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then Mother D Reaper is 15.
Oh right.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
Wait, but Mother.
Mother and normal Reaper are both 15. So it
Oh,
hits
so
both
it
of
will
those.
kill normal Reaper.
It'll
But
kill
I don't
Mother
think.
D can't be
Yeah,
effective.
Yeah, Mother D
We're gonna
can't be
talk about her
effective.
later. She's
Yeah.
annoying.
Yeah. Also, the
She's
fact
so
that
annoying
if,
that we still have to talk about her.
I don't
yeah,
want to.
the fact that D Reaper hits
Yeah.
board, you probably lost the game anyway, so it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah, my bad.
But
Yeah, it's
No,
your
it's
fault.
Yeah.
Infused.
as
It's your
a-
fault. You created the card.
As a purple player, I'm really not looking forward to this card being a thing.
Oh,
Yalma,
Galma?
Same.
Yeah, because just
Trash.
hey,
Oh, dude. they're-
I get all my effects from having 10 or more cards.
I know-
What do
I
you
know.
mean I'm killing myself? Oh, that's great.
Exactly. I was thinking the
Thanks.
same exact thing.
Listen, I know you haven't been here from the beginning, but we've already had this kind of thing of, all right, shut up, purple player. But
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. It's
purple,
two.
dude.
It's two red players versus two purple players.
I
Who
play
do you think's
blue.
gonna win this?
but
But you say you play red too.
I mean, yeah.
I also play blue, but I'm switching up to black.
I mean,
Oh, Jesus.
if we're counting, I also play green.
Speaking of black, there was a really cool black card that Fluke was telling me about.
Oh, man. Okay.
Um,
How much do I have to scroll down? This is crazy.
Yeah.
So, by the way, and everything, this is our second. Gallimon Crimson Mode is our second red level 7. Because our first was Ragnar Lordmon.
No, our third technically, because remember, Bond's a red one too.
Oh, yeah. You're right. So, that's our third.
Yep.
Where am I going?
So keep going down a little further. You're almost
I
there.
think you're going to talk about Justice Mon.
Yep.
I love
Justice Mon.
Oh no, Jessamon.
it.
Or
Justimon.
Jessimon. Yeah, Jessamon.
Where is he?
He's scrolling a little bit more.
He
He's
looks like a superhero.
there. He
There he
is.
goes.
Okay.
There he is, right there.
I love
right
him.
there.
Jessimon Blitzarm.
Yep.
Okay, so it's a play cost of 12. It's a black level 6 Digimon with 11,000 DP, and it digivolves from a level 5 for 3. And its first effect is when Digivolve, resolve one of the following effects. This Digimon gains 2,000 DP for the turn. Unsuspend this Digimon, or delete one of your opponent's Digimon for play cost of 5 or lower. And then its second effect reads, when attacking, once per turn, for each of your tamers. Hey, shush, peanut gallery. Yeah, I heard that. That's strike one. We have a live studio audience now, I guess. That's crazy.
Does it count if an audience is one?
Right?
I mean, no.
Live studio stalker.
Yeah, she would. There you
Pretty
go.
much. Just looking through the window.
The second effect reads, when attacking once per turn, for each of your tamers, resolve this Digimon's when digivolving effect. So, yeah, you can just do all 3 of them if you have 3 tamers out.
Exactly.
No, yeah, I feel like Black is getting a lot of cards that it needed.
Yeah.
It's
earlier.
making it more aggressive, I feel. And that's
But I
what-
feel like that's what needed to begin with.
No, it's true. They're
Yeah.
going too
Yeah.
defensive to where, like, it was just a long
Stall game, yeah.
Yep.
But now there's piercing, there's multiple security,
Because, like,
stand, restand, attack, do 500 combo attacks.
because, like,
Yeah.
the biggest misconception is, like, Security Tech Plus makes the deck aggressive. Not really. You need the entire deck
Yeah.
to
one attack.
have an out
Mhm.
instead of just, okay, this one Digimon has Security Tech Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
everybody
good luck
else is
surviving.
defensive, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
I said, good luck surviving.
Right.
Mhm.
And it's one thing too about the Jessimon that I personally like though is the fact that like it is Tamerlion, but the one good thing about this card is that like there's so many good black tamers now that
Yes.
like don't get too much provenance or too much respect because of the fact that it's like so hard to keep them on the field sometimes.
Because we're about to talk about that scalping price later, but anyway, because if we just look at it, right, we have the set 6 black dual tamer
Yep.
that is completely worth putting in at 2 or 3, right?
Mhm.
Izzy and Joe, start your turn. If your opponent has 2 or more Digimon in play, gain 2 memory, right? Then opponent's turn, when one of your black Digimon is deleted, you may suspend this tamer to draw 1. I don't think people should be upset at putting Izzy and Joe back in their deck around EX2. You know?
No, definitely not.
So honestly,
Heck, if other people are putting in their own colored decks and for free, might as well put in your black.
and like even that I feel like that's the main draw engine for Black Warrior Knights. I'm not completely sure, but Black Warrior Knights benefits from Izzy and Joe as well. I don't think that Izzy and Joe will just lose playability ever, right? But yeah, okay. So Mafusion already like suggested 2, so we need to like rotate because I should take the first one, right? So
All right, I'll go next then.
okay,
Uh,
saved by the bell.
I wanted to talk about Justimon, so it worked out.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, sure, buddy, sure.
Oh my gosh.
My personal favorite card in EX2 is Golfmon, purple, level 6, Digivolve cost of 4.
Let me try to find.
He's right there.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, Golfmon. Play cost of 12, level 6, purple Digimon. Digivolves from level 5 for 4, and has 12,000 DP. When Digivolving, both players trash cards from their hand until they have 5 cards in their hands, and then its second effect reads, your turn, once per turn, when a card is trashed from your hand by your effect, you may unsuspend one of your Digimon. So just add a lot more aggression to purple in general. And like we benefit so much from just discarding from this set and in set 7. So like again, this is so great.
We have Eismon,
Yep,
the Beelsmon line,
right.
even cards like Underworld's Call, which says when it's discarded you draw 1.
Yeah.
So you're triggering like 6 effects from discarding half your hand, and then you're forcing your opponent to say, hey, I hope you have a stack in your hand, because you're also still playing purple, which means you can easily kill your opponent's stack and you put them on the spot of, do you have it?
Right. And my favorite part about this is the equivalent of just like messing with your opponent's hand, especially if it's extremely huge, because again, even blue can get to that hand size of like, oh my gosh, like they have almost everything, or they possibly have everything. So just forcing your opponents to discard from their hand is very strong in this game.
It also creates a very divergent play pattern from how how games in general normally go, because now you can actually out-resource your opponent now, because my deck works off of discarding, yours doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
I just eliminate your resources with a snap of my fingers. Congratulations.
Right.
And also one thing too that I realized about this card though, like you remember what was his name? There was like a Devimon that also did hand sizes or did hand size too, wasn't it? The level 6 Devimon. Like it was a Devimon.
Was it Don Devimon?
Yeah, I think it was him.
They do something similar to that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was before my time.
Oh.
For those who don't know, I started playing about halfway through set 5.
Young Tadpole, you must have lots of luck.
No, you know about this one.
He looks dope.
I've seen the card before.
When the card is removed from your security stack. No, he doesn't. Oh, the on deletion effect of Dan Devimon from BT4. Your opponent trashes 2 cards in their hand. So you can go from having a full hand size, maybe even 10, to going to 5, and then if this Dan Devimon dies, then you go to 3.
Yeah.
And I don't know about y'all, but I think that would mess me up completely if I was playing anything if I wasn't purple, right?
Yeah, because like the thing is, it's really hard for most decks to try to like keep up and try to like come back from a situation like that where it's like where it's like you're trying to like catch up and try to like keep the pace going when it comes to like rebuilding your hand after that, because like a lot of times there's a lot of draw support in this game now, but it's still hard to keep up without draw support to keep constantly giving you cards back to back to back.
Especially if you just have to discard your entire Digivolution line that you were planning on doing because you weren't expecting to discard another 2 cards if you're playing Dan Devi.
Also, good luck going into a level 7. I hope you already have another stack.
Right?
True. I was going to say this as well. Okay, so what I was going to say was, aside from purple, are there any other like colors that can recover from the trash, or is it just
It's just purple?
Just making sure. Yeah. So yeah, you're done. Literally, you get rid of your entire line. You have to basically just try to dig somewhere by trying to build up again, and it might not ever happen. You might already lost the game at that point.
Right.
It forces your opponent to have it.
But yeah, so what I wanted to say, just I don't have to do this again. There's actually 3 cards.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a purple player, so there's 3 cards I'm going to talk about.
Can we talk about Beelzemon?
We're going to have to talk.
Can we talk about Blast Mode first?
Yeah, let's talk about Blast Mode.
So, Beelzemon Blast Mode is a play cost of 15, level 7 purple Digimon that digivolves from level 6s for a Digivolution cost of 6 with 15,000 DP, and his effect is when this card is trashed from your hand, from your deck. When this card is trashed from your deck, delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon, and then it has the when Digivolving effect of delete all of your opponent's Digimon with the highest level, and it has the your turn effect. For every 10 cards in your trash, Digimon gets security attack +1. So again, like EX2 is just a love letter to Tamers. Oh my gosh. To this season of Digimon. Beelzemon goes crazy, and we even get the most sentimental Tamers to go along with it, which is I and Makoto.
Yep.
And it's a play cost of 4 purple Tamer. It has the effect start of your turn. If your memory is 2 or lower, it becomes 3. And then the second effect is your turn. When your Digimon attacks by suspending this Tamer, trash the top card of your deck. Then if the attacking Digimon is Beelzemon, you may Digivolve it into a Beelzemon Blast mode from your trash by paying a Digivolution cost of 3. Whew, that was a lot.
Yeah,
That's a lot. But yeah, no, like
I mean, the effect is worth it though.
it's
Jeez.
worth
Oh,
it
100%.
to go. It's again. This is I think this is the first purple level 7.
Yeah,
Yes.
it
Because-
is. It is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, straight purple. Like
Right.
not jokers or anything.
So now it's one of those things of like the security tech plus. That's easy to get in almost every purple deck in general. But like if you're not playing the Beelzemon tribal, you're probably not going to get the trash from your deck if you're not playing Beelzemon tribal.
Plus, also, there's just one quick thing I noticed though too. I think this is the first time that a card can Digivolve from the trash, because based on that
You might
effect.
be right.
I think you're right too.
Because like, do you guys remember anything like that? Was there ever a card that
I don't think
Digivolved
I've
from the
ever
trash?
read anything that
Yeah.
Digivolves from trash.
No.
Right.
The closest thing is cards that bring themselves back from the trash,
Right.
like the Eismon line.
Right.
But besides that, no, this is the very first one where it says, "Hey, you got us." Digivolve from.
You would either have to just hit it in your hand or in security, but never from the trash. But hey, of course it's purple that's doing it, right?
Let's do it, baby.
Yeah, you guys needed some help.
Okay, calm down. Calm
Now,
down.
did you want to talk about the regular Beelzemon?
Yeah, you gotta keep. They're a package deal. You gotta talk about both.
All right.
Mhm.
Okay, so the regular, so Beelzemon regular, right? Play cost of 12. Digivolves from a purple level 5 for 3. It's a level 6 purple Digimon with 11,000 DP. Its first effect is when this card is trashed from your deck, you may play an Impmon from your trash without paying its memory cost. And then when Digivolving / when attacking, you may trash 2 cards from the top of your deck, then delete one of your opponent's level 3 or lower Digimon. For every 10 cards in your trash, this effect's selectable level increases by 1. So again, really dangerous late game. You have to. I feel like for this set, you really got to kill purple faster than usual, because purple is getting too dangerous late game.
I gotta be honest. I'm not usually a purple player, but Beelzemon is one of my favorite Digimon, so I
feel
might
that.
have to join
Just
you guys.
splash in
So-
for like a few seconds, right?
Well,
One thing
Join
I
the
want to
waters.
mention too. So there's Entmon. He
Yeah.
actually has a really similar effect to the
you beat
very,
me to it.
Yeah, he has a very similar effect to the very first Entmon as well.
Man,
Well,
we're
like-
talking about a lot of purple.
Dude, purple's
Okay.
popping off. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be done. I'm done after this.
No, I'm just messing with you. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But yeah, Impmon, right under it, it's play cost of 3, level 3, purple Digimon, 1,000 DP, Digivolves from a level 2 for 0. When this card is discarded by effects except from the same Impmon with the same, was it effect number or no set number?
Yeah.
From your deck, you may discard at most 3 cards from the top of your deck. And then when played, reveal 4 cards from the top of your deck. Add 1 Digimon card with Beelzemon in its name, and 1 Aya and Makoto from among them to your hand, and return the rest to the bottom of your deck. And then it has the inherited effect of when this Digimon has Beelzemon in its name, this Digimon gets 3,000 DP.
So, just imagine activating level 6 Beelzemon and then just bringing back Impmon and then activating Impmon and look, we have a resource chain.
Wow, that's
And
crazy.
also, you can build this Entmon with the first Entmon that came out.
Yeah.
Because on play, you get to do all that stuff.
Yeah,
Or
the
you
on
can
deletion.
On deletion, my bad.
Or
On
on
deletion.
deletion.
Yeah, you're right,
You can even get the Impmon that warp Digivolves too.
Yep, that's true.
You mean the Beelzemon that warp Digivolves?
Yeah. You have the one
Yeah.
from Set 1.
Yeah,
Set, really special 1.0, right?
the one
Yeah.
that's harder to play, but you might
mean,
have it a little bit easier because it's
It
actually
might be
built
at
well.
like 1 or 2.
Maybe just
It'll be nice to have.
It'd be nice to have just in case if you just want to, go from level 3 to 6.
It's actually really nice because since it's just Beelzemon, you have the name, you can add that with the I Makoto.
Oh, you're right.
Oh,
Too much
Oh.
synergy with Beelzemon.
since we talked about,
Beelzemon tribal.
since we've been talking a lot about purple,
It's just,
I already know
yellow.
Fuki's gonna be a fan of this new yellow card.
How far?
Oh, actually, you passed her. There
Oh,
she
here
is.
we
There
go.
she is, right there.
Oh,
There she
yeah.
is.
Sakayamon, the new Sakayamon.
I told you I didn't like this card, dude. Why are you saying my favorite?
Slander. I'll take you to court. Also. All right, Sakayamon is a play cost of 12, level 6, level yellow Digimon. Digivolves from a yellow level 5 for 3 and has a 11,000 DP. The first effect is when Digivolving, unsuspend one of your Digimon for each of your Tamer, return an option card with plugin in its name to your hand. And then it has the other effect, second effect, your turn. When you use an option card that has a play cost of 2 or more, one of your opponent's Digimon gets negative 3,000 DP for the turn.
Oh,
and I'm pretty sure we've already talked about the plugin A, which gave Security Tech Plus, and we already talked about the one with jamming.
No, we haven't talked about jamming one yet because it came right after that.
Oh, didn't it come out? Yeah, it came out when we got done recording, I feel like.
Yeah, you're correct because I had a call from Oster. Like, tell me how broken this card was.
It was great. So
you
yeah,
shouldn't be able to give jamming on a stick to any deck that plays Tamers.
Okay, right, okay.
So any Digimon deck, you could just put this in and have jamming on things.
Any
really
deck that doesn't have like a category name. I know. I mean, well, you can do it. Every plugin in this set can be played with ignoring its color requirements by just having a Tamer. So you got the attack plugin A. It has to be up because it came out afterwards.
This one's good.
And then Super Evolution plugin S. It's a green 2-cost option card. If you have a Tamer in play, you may use this card ignoring its color requirements. Effect main, draw 1. Then one of your Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon in your hand with a Digivolution cost of 3 or less without paying its memory cost. And then its security effect is reveal the top 3 cards of your deck and add 1 Digimon card to your hand. Put the remaining cards on the bottom deck in any order, and then put this card into your hand.
Of course, this is the green one.
Right?
Yeah. I'm
only
happy.
works on 3 or lower, right? But it's better than nothing.
Hey, I'm happy with it.
And I'm trying to find.
Scroll up a little more.
You think it was up or down?
It should be up a little more because it was past. There it is, right? Oh, right next to him.
Yeah. Okay. So and then we have the blue high speed plugin D, which is of course a blue 2-cost option card. When you have a Tamer in play, you may use this card ignoring its color requirements, and then has the effect main. During this turn, one of your Digimon gains jamming and cannot be blocked by your opponent's Digimon. I feel like, okay, let me keep reading. Security effect, draw 1, and then add this card to your hand. I feel like they could have left out the can't be blocked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, so just imagine.
I didn't know it couldn't be blocked. I thought it just gave jamming.
Imagine a world where you're playing up against the red player. I'm looking at 2 Jesmon players.
Right.
And they say,
and they actually just can't block, period.
You can't block me. I'm not dying from anything in security. Oh, did I mention I'm a red deck, so I just play Delicate Plan? You explode now. What do you mean I explode? Just bye.
Jesmon has piercing, so you wouldn't really block anyway. But again,
for fun.
Right, any red deck that doesn't have piercing, just
the amount of times I've had my very important level 6 Dynasmon swung over by a Jesmon player, I end up blocking a lot.
You're right.
Personally.
Right. Oh, do you mean they use Judgment Blade?
Because they always have Judgment Blade. Sorry.
They always have Judgment Blade.
Or hold on though, for Shopmon players, it's actually pretty funny because think about it like this: you can just play plug-in first, and then Digivolve into a Shopmon with Blitz, and now Attack Act Digimon has jamming.
Why are you looking at me like you're using this specifically against me? He thought of this combo. He said, "I'm gonna use this against."
All right, bro. It's time to go back to Texas.
Yeah.
I have a special plan for you. A special plan for you. Oh yeah. Did you guys also see the last plugin card though too that was revealed a little while ago?
Blue card.
Yes, my favorite option card of this entire set.
The blue card.
Blue card is really
it's near the top. There it is, right there.
By the way, the name is misleading. It's a white option card, so
it has a blue card in it.
Right. It has a play cost of 3. It's a white option card, blue card. While you have a Tamer card in play, you may ignore the color requirements to play this card. This is not the first white option card that ignores color requirements, but man, this effect is really cool. It has the main effect: reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. You may choose a Digimon card from among them that is not a white color and evolve it onto one of your Digimon without paying for its evolution cost. If you do not, choose a Digimon card from among them and add that card to your hand. Put the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. And then has a security effect: you may play a Tamer card from your hand without paying its play cost. It does not add itself back to the hand though.
That's kind of fair.
Because you got to think about it. There's too many instances of colored level 7s
Mhm.
So now our only options aren't Omnimons, aren't Zord. Is it not just Omnimon, Omnimon Blitz, Zord, Defeat? So now we have other colored cards.
On top of that, if this translation is correct, this is the first card that just can straight up search you a white Digimon off the top of your deck. Because if you don't Digivolve, you just grab a Digimon card.
You're right.
So.
And it says you may, so it's not forced. You can choose not to Digivolve.
Oh no, I don't want to bottom deck my Zord.
Right.
Well, I should just
add it to your hand. Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, and the best part is too, like the Sequoiamon deck is beautiful. It's be like, do I have to throw Velder in here?
Depends.
Let's see. Let's see. I have nothing in here I want to evolve. Oh wait, let me grab Velder real fast. Oh, it's still my turn. Velder, good night.
The only thing it immediately bottom decks is other option cards.
And Tamers.
True.
Yeah.
Which isn't
a good trade-off.
terrible.
It's a good trade-off.
Tamers always get bottom decked.
True.
Tamers always get bottom decked, but if you needed a Digimon anyway, you just needed a Digimon anyway.
You didn't need to draw the Tamer.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, personally, I'm a fan of this card. Like, I'm a very big fan.
The
of this
alternate
card.
arts are really cool.
They are
Oh, yeah.
games.
Whew.
I love Mega Draymons and Beelzemons.
Like, I implore all of our viewers and everything, if you can, go into DigimonMeta.com and just look at all these alternate arts, because it's amazing. We really enjoy a lot of the creativity that the Digimon team does in regards to just designing these cards.
It's a love letter to the anime, and I appreciate that.
Right.
Also, something I want you guys to do. If you have a favorite Digimon card, write that card down in the comments, and also say who's the artist for it.
That's a good point. Because if you really notice and everything, I think on the side of the Digimon card is always the artist.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's correct.
So if you really do like this specific artist and all that, you could probably follow them on Twitter, figure them out and everything, find out if they do anything else.
Yeah.
And it's sometimes good because, I believe that artists post their official stuff on Twitter and etc. when it's officially live.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they do. If I remember correctly, there was some...
The funniest thing you guys can also do is try to figure out which other cards they did as well.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Because if you like the artwork they did for this card, they probably already worked with Digimon at least once or twice.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like
Actually, you can take that one step further.
Yeah.
If you're lucky and the artist has a Twitter, is active on Twitter, they could have commissions.
True.
That's true.
They could.
Back commissions, baby.
Ooh.
That'd be kind of
All right.
Might be pricey, but...
You got another? Do we have any more favorites?
Yeah,
Everything's my favorite.
Yeah, I have another favorite of mine.
Do I go up or down?
You guys are my favorites.
Here. Actually, you're on one of the ones already.
Her?
Yeah.
What are you?
Unfortunately not. Well,
Where?
Well, we might as well talk about D-Reaper, actually. Yeah, go back. Let's,
But where do you want me to go?
yeah, right here.
Who are you talking about? Though?
I was talking about the blue
Kato?
Tamer.
Okay,
Oh,
Kato.
Jerry?
Yeah, Jerry.
Jury?
It's pronounced Jerry in the...
America, yeah.
Okay, so this is a play cost for Blue Tamer. Katao Jerry effect on play. It doesn't sound right.
Ka-chow,
Because it
Jerry.
should be jury.
Jury, but
I mean, I think it's Jerry Kato.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's Jerry Kato in America.
Yeah.
It has an on-play effect of you may play a Leomon from your hand without paying its memory cost. And then on your opponent's turn, when an opponent's Digimon attacks, you may suspend this Tamer to draw one, and has a security effect to play this card without paying its memory cost.
Honestly, I'm a fan of this because I love Leomon too. Like, Leomon's one of my favorite Digimon. And the fact that this card also pairs up really well with all my Leomons that have blocker, have undeletion effects to game memory, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And also, the new Leomon's pretty good, right?
Doesn't he give himself retaliation?
No, I think okay. So the new Leomon is right under it. I'm already here. Play cost of 6.
Oh, he gives himself block.
Level 4. Level 4 blue Digimon with 4,000 DP. Digivolves from a level 3 for 2. Opponent's turn. When you have a Tamer in play, this Digimon gains blocker. And then on deletion, gain 2 memory, and draw 1. So it's one step ahead.
This man has an on deletion effect.
They all.
I know, but it's so funny. Sorry.
The first one was just gain 2. The first one was gain 2. Now you get to draw a card if you die, right?
That's better. He's
Poor
better.
Leomon, man.
While we're talking about all those, I was going to bring this up earlier, but later. But you might as well talk about the option card right next to it.
Yeah, Beast
Fist of the
King
Beast
Fist.
King.
Oh, yep. Play cost of 2, blue option card. Beast King Fist. If you have a Digimon with Beelzemon in play, you may use this option, ignoring its color requirements. And then main, unsuspend one of your Digimon with Leomon or Beelzemon in name. And then security effect, resolve this card's main effect. So, yeah, no. Oh, my gosh. So, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? What do you think?
I mean,
It's not bad. I like it. Because, like, unsuspend when your Digimon Leomon or Beelzemon in its name, that's really nice. Because, like,
Beelzemon
yeah,
tribal.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Like, literally, it just adds to the. I can play this card.
Right.
Yeah.
As a purple player.
Right.
also, the cool thing is too about this card is reference the anime really well because Beelzemon was able to use his attack after his orbitas.
Yeah.
After he killed him.
After he deleted him.
Right.
On deletion.
Now, to wrap everything off, we're going to talk about the Mother D Reapers, but only because they're actually just causing havoc in JP's meta.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure you guys already seen, all the viewers listening, I'm not sure if you've been under a rock, but these the D Reapers are just causing chaos in the meta in JP
They're
right now.
reaping
Yeah.
chaos.
Even under rocks aren't safe from this card.
Right, because again, this is our first Digitama with 15,000 DP, or just DP in general. So it's Mother D Reaper, both turns. By the way, again, Digitama. I know I wasn't joking. Both turns, this Digimon cannot attack and cannot be affected by opponent's effects. And then its second effect is once per turn, when you do not have another Mother D Reaper in play, put a ARD. Oh my gosh! Put an ARD O2 Searcher from play
Sorry, it's long.
or your hand to the bottom of this Digimon's Digivolution cards. And then it has a third effect, your turn, once per turn. When a card with D Reaper is played from hand, reduce the play cost by -1 for every Digivolution cards in this Digimon. Oh, so they become free after March. Oh, that's unfortunate. They become free
Yeah, basically.
in general after a certain amount of time.
They
Yep.
also have a removal engine.
Yep. And the best part about this card, though, too.
They don't have levels.
There's no best.
No, there's no.
There's no levels either.
Yeah, there's no levels.
Mhm.
And the best part about this whole thing too is it's probably going to be one of the first Tier 0 decks we ever had that actually will stay around for a couple of years.
The
Did you say
reason we're
yes?
saying this,
Yes.
That was fine.
Tier 0 in general, right? The reason we're saying that this might be Tier 0, oh no, the fateful Tier 0 from a YouTuber, right? But in reality, if it doesn't have a level, that kind of cancels out a lot of effects that we have in Digimon.
Gives
And
it
none of
nothing
these have a
to
level.
Yep. And the worst part about this card too, every single card in this deck that's a different name all
Yeah.
has abilities that every other deck has, like deletion, recovery, retaliation, security effects, all that stuff. They each have their own effects.
And
that
unlike,
differently.
a lot of other white Digimon decks and everything, they have so much different cards, so many different cards that they can use.
Mhm.
Because, like, again, they have, like, ADR04 Bubbles, they have Parasite, they have Jury, I think, too.
Yeah, the evil.
The
Jerry.
Evil Jury.
Yeah,
I have to scroll. There's a lot of scrolling.
Yeah,
And they got
there she is.
Gatekeeper.
Yep.
Koalamon, even though he's not really a D Reaper, but
No.
Koalamon is also a Digimon without a level.
Yep.
A white Digimon without a level.
The name on this set.
And then, of course, the Searcher, and then D Reaper.
Yep.
Yeah, and then Pendulum Feet, Optimizer. Again, there's so many different choices that you can do
Yep.
in ratios. It's not the equivalent of, like, Eosmon, where it was just have a crap ton of Eosmon. No, now you actually have to worry about other cards that can do other stuff. It's not that gimmicky.
Yeah. And the sad part is about this deck though too. There's only a few decks that can take it on,
Right.
and their decks either can remove the cards before it happens, like yellow or red, or
Yeah.
cards that can kill them immediately. Because
Right.
as soon as they get to a certain point, it's over. Because like D Reaper Mother, as soon as she gets to, like, I'm not sure, I can't remember how many sources she needs to get to, but she gets to that many sources, it's like you can't
Because-
attack anymore.
D Reaper, right? D Reaper is like a play cost of 20, but
Yep.
you know what I'm saying. But it changed to a play cost of 0 because, okay, so yeah, let me just read D Reaper. Play cost of 20, 15,000 DP. Again, really annoying. When playing this Digimon card, you may trash the bottom 7 Digivolution cards of one of your Mother D Reapers to set the play cost of this card to 0. So again, when you get to 7 Digivolution cards, it's just free, right? And then it has Rush, and then end of attack, you may put ADR02 searchers from your trash at the bottom of this Digimon's Digivolution cards in any order to unsuspend this Digimon. So Rush, and then also I get to unsuspend and swing again.
Yeah, so basically, if you can, if you're playing blue, that's a good idea because Hexablow is your best friend against that thing.
Yeah, because it can't. If it can't swing, it can't activate the end of attack.
Yep.
You know, it really makes me happy that Hexablow doesn't just disappear off the face of the earth.
Yeah, but he has competition though.
Right. Okay, so we can spend almost all the podcast talking about EX2.
No,
but again, it's already came out. All of the reveals are completely done. We wanted to just let you guys know our favorites, and now we're going to talk about scalping in Digimon. And a really good thing while we have Oster TCG here. Well, I'm not saying it like you have Oster. Is it Oster TCG or is it just Oster?
You can just say Oster.
Okay.
How do you spell that? Oscar?
AUST. Yeah.
All right, search it up. All right, now search it up. We're going to make him a fake YouTube account.
Gotcha. It's already taken.
Oh,
Yeah, right?
Well, it is taken because I have one.
You're right.
Nice.
Got
It's
him.
him. We got the real
I just
one.
don't post.
Okay, so biggest thing, right? I've only played Vanguard and Digimon, and then like a little bit of Pokemon. So the reason we have a special guest with us here because like only Mafusion and Oster really have experienced other card games and scalping and other card games more than me and Felipe. I'm assuming.
I played Yu-Gi-Oh.
How much?
A good amount.
Enough to notice what scalping is?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, we have Fuki here.
All right, I'm the only one. You know, watch how he doesn't know anything.
No, I know.
That's messed up.
He's just saying at the front for the cameras.
No, I played in Zodiac. I know what scalping is.
Okay. The most prominent example of this is the Digimon card game gift box. So there was scalping at the very beginning of Digimon, which was really unhealthy for the game startup because, again, it was just coming out, and people who weren't even intending on playing the game were just trying to sell boxes for $200, et cetera, et cetera. And a lot of the internet laughed at scalpers and tried to just basically say, like, you know, and basically berated them, but not to the point of, like, you know, craziness. There was an instance where a Facebook moderator had to say, "Ayo, no death threats," right? Mm-hmm. But besides that, a lot of it have been haha reacts. You know, this is not a good price, and people vocalizing their concern with the prices.
This is cringe.
But we're back, and that was like at the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
at the beginning of the game, at the beginning of like when COVID was really taking a hit to everybody's pockets and all that. Scalpers were prominent, and it feels like they're back now. They're now back to scalping with the Digimon card game gift box because it's only available within certain stores. It's only available at Target, Walmart, Meijer, GameStop.
Right.
And some GameStops don't get it unless you pre-order it. So I don't know why GameStop still exists. The internet saved it. They should have let it burn.
Literally,
The internet saved it, and they should have let it burn. That's all I'm saying.
Ow.
Hear me out, right?
Ow.
Dang.
So market price, the Digimon card game gift box can go range from $25 to $30. It depends on where you go. One Meijer was charging $30. One Walmart was charging $25. But my biggest concern, this $55, I don't blame this because shipping is included and it's unopened. My biggest complaint with scalpers is sometimes they'll open up the product and just ship you the product without having it in a box, and they might take stuff out.
Yeah.
Because when they were scalping starter decks, they would take the pack out and still sell it at, you know, max price or whatever they thought the price should have been.
Right.
And that was the problem. You were literally opening the product, not sending the entire thing unopened, and expecting to get double MSRP. Right.
Right.
I consider scalping, as we scroll through this, you know, it ranges from like 50s to all the way to 65, 75. The first dude, Nostalgia Factory, $120. So, that's where I feel like the problem starts, right? From a MSRP product that costs 30, shipping isn't cheap, but shipping has to be included.
Yeah.
If you want me to shell out.
Yeah.
Shipping has to be included because the moment you say it's this much above MSRP, and you have to pay for shipping, that's when I just like lose interest.
You scummy.
Right.
Yeah.
And like there was instances in certain Facebook selling groups where someone was trying to sell for 70 each, and you had to pay for shipping, and people were really, really vocal about that. And then eBay, I think it settled on eBay though.
eBay.
The price went down. Because it was bad at the beginning. It was like 100. They were asking 100 at the beginning, and then I feel like people were buying it for 50 at the end of the week.
Yeah, I think when it started when the gift boxes first came out, it was definitely over $100.
Over $100, yeah.
Because like I was trying to find some on eBay, just because like, oh yeah, stores were running out, and I didn't feel like going to a Walmart because, as you know, Michigan Walmarts are kind of a hotspot when it comes to stuff like this.
Yes.
So
Michiganders don't listen.
Yeah.
But now, again, the reason why we're saying that this product is the problem child of scalping too is only because, like, in the Digimon card game gift box, you get a memory counter, you get 4 packs of EX1. By the way, we cannot play EX1 until January. And then you get an alternate art of a Black War Greymon. So if you play Black, cool. But you're mainly trying to get this box for the memory counter.
Yep.
And then, like, I guess the packs are cool, but we can't really use the cards. You can't use the cards officially. So if you're playing in a small group that agrees to it, cool. But you can't go and play against a random person with EX1 until EX1 comes out.
Yeah.
Because it's that, again. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? How far does the price go until you say, okay, no, that's scalping?
So, okay, for me, when it comes to prices or I guess products like like the gift box, where it's like a special product where it does release a new set that's not prominently available yet.
Yeah.
I can agree it being like, especially it's like hard to find or at least like if it's like going above the original MRP for on like the official website, something like that. If it goes like at least like about maybe 10 or 15 over.
Yeah.
Maybe 20 depending on like how short the product is and how good the next set for this would be. Then I can maybe say 20, but like going above,
20 plus,
I'm going above that where it's like in the hundreds for a product you can easily get, and it's like supposed to be meant for kids to pick up the game
and play the game and everything. And
right.
My biggest thing, right, is when you start doubling the original price or what the MSRP price, that's when I feel like there's an immediate problem because again, it's like unless you actually include shipping. Then no, we need to actually lower this price. Because my biggest problem with scalpers and just people who don't understand how things work in regards to making money off of sealed products is, yes, you have it. Yes, that's your price, but that doesn't mean people are going to agree with it.
Right.
And like, I feel like scalpers think that they're entitled to, well, this is my price and you can't find it. I have it, this, that, and the other. But that doesn't mean everybody is going to just, come together and be like, you're right, it should cost that price. I'll go to my Walmart right now and tell them to increase the price of that product. No.
Yeah, no.
That's my thing.
It's one of those too, like, because, like, I know Oster, me, and Fluky here, like, when we were playing Yu-Gi-Oh!, we noticed that, like, there were some starter decks that were kind of overpriced at some point. Like while they're still available, like, if they, like, went past their...
if they're out of print.
Yeah, if they're out of print or they're past their... we'll see, you can raise them up because, like, they're hard to find now. That makes more sense for a need for it. But there were some prices, like, I'm trying to remember starter deck. Like, we said it was like...
The Shadal structure deck was being sold at some of our local card shops, 1 per person for double MSRP. On TCG Player, they were going $30 when MSRP for Yu-Gi-Oh! Structure decks are generally $10, $10 to $15. So when you start selling it for $30, $40 for a singular structure deck, and in order to get everything out of it, you need 3 of them. That's when things start getting a little ridiculous. And what people would just go around doing is buying out your local card shop right when they got their shipment in and saying, okay, now you can buy from me for triple market value. It's really scummy.
and it's always this. A lot of scalpers don't even play the game,
Mm-hmm.
and like again, it's one of those things. Don't send out death threats and all that. But my favorite thing that happens within Facebook cell groups is instead of commenting, people react and they say like, haha, I feel like that's the best route. Instead of, berating someone, bullying someone, and like verbally assaulting someone, just leave a reaction to the post and then keep scrolling. Because if you comment on it, it bumps the post up anyway.
Exactly, yeah.
And I feel like, there's a lot of rules of like, there's a lot of rules in certain Facebook groups and all that. But no moderator is going to immediately come to your aid if you actually have a scalping price.
Yeah.
And I know it sounds backwards, but like, it's one of those things of like, if you don't want to, you don't want to catch all the flack, then actually think about how much you should charge.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, this is like either their first TCG that they're actually trying to collect for because it's Digimon. And I feel like there's a lot of people who just don't understand what scalping is. That's why I'm glad I have you guys here in general. Because again, I've only experienced scalping in Digimon. There wasn't really scalping for Vanguard for me, but was there?
Not really.
Yeah.
Vanguard cards didn't really have the value to make it worth it. Like,
Yeah.
Way back in the beginning in original BT1 Vanguard, the closest we got to scalping was Yu-Gi-Oh players at our locals buying Vanguard products and then selling us the Perfect Guards out of them because that particular card was worth a decent amount of money.
Right.
But just to separate some things, because Yu-Gi-Oh and by extension Magic the Gathering and Pokemon, but I'm going to only speak on the Yu-Gi-Oh part because that's what I know. We have a very lively sealed market. When a set goes out of print, it starts slowly accruing value, whether it be because it was an excellent competitive set,
Right.
whether it supports a past format that people still play, or if it's just a nostalgia set. That's when it's okay for prices for sealed product to get kind of ridiculous because the set is out of print and now is a collector's item. But when it's still in stores and people are still trying to actively get it to actively play the game currently and the set isn't a year, 2-3 years old, it really shouldn't go that far past MSRP because at the end of the day, we're all trying to play the game.
Right.
And at least most card game players I know, you're not going to make money playing card games. We're just trying to mitigate the amount of money we lose playing card games because it's a hobby that we truly enjoy.
Right.
And when you scalp, you're limiting other people's ability to enjoy your hobby, and you're really only hurting your scene.
Yep.
And
And
you're hurting
again,
yourself at the end of the day too.
it really shows how many scalpers don't play the game.
Yeah.
Because their main intention is profit. I'm not even opening anything. Or the more irritating scalpers are, I'm going to open this product and try to open the best card, but I'm going to sell you this open product for higher than MSRP. So
Actually, I remember a few years ago, I think me and Fuki were hanging out and we saw something weird at one of our car shops where it was like, like someone was like selling, like it was like around time where I was like trying to get into Pokemon and everything like that. And I remember me and Fuki were, like talking about a Pokemon product that like seemed cool at first, but then like, when we look at the prices again, it was just weird because like.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because like I can't remember the exact product it was, but it was like a booster box, wasn't it? It was like a weird booster box. I guess to try to help me like open up something. Like it was during the GX era or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was a weird time because I don't know. I can't remember exactly what happened, but I know Pokemon cards kind of do that too. Sometimes where it's just like it scouts for no reason, and then all of a sudden it's hard to get product because I think we all like pick a Pokemon card before, right?
Well, I have a story for Pokemon and everything. This was like when Digimon starter decks were first coming out, and I was just trying to get just one of each in general. But at the time, again, a lot of the scalping I noticed happened like beginning of like COVID-19.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And I went to Walmart. I was on the phone with one of my friends, and I saw like all these people with grocery carts and everything. Well, I kind of ignored them because I was on the phone. Saw these people with grocery carts. I walked past and I grabbed a Pokemon, like, I think it was Elite Trainer box.
Okay.
Can't remember which one specifically. I grab it and then I hear, hey, stop, and I turn around because there's like 4 grown men telling me to stop, and apparently there's the equivalent of like the supplier, I think the worker basically like stocking up the aisle, and then they're explaining that we can't grab anything until he takes a picture or whatever. But then they were like, they were really cool. I didn't know what they were doing. They were like, hey, so what do you want? I was like, oh, I just wanted the Elite Trainer box. And they were like, oh, okay, grab it. And he took the picture. The vendor took the picture. I grabbed the Elite Trainer box. I go about my shopping, and I said, wait a minute. I go back. All the product for Pokemon is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I put 2 and 2 together afterwards that those 4 guys with empty shopping carts just filled their entire cart with just all the newer. And by the way, a clerk was filling up the entire row, the entire aisle, and it was all gone.
It's funny you say that because I remember exclusively last year there were incidents at Walmarts and Targets because people were scalping and some people would get into fights around card games. Actually.
Yep.
Oh, there was this at Target. Remember that one news story and everything about a dude pulling out a gun for a baseball card.
Was that in Wisconsin, right, or something?
I think so. Yeah. For sports cards, not any other card. And it was actually I thought everybody assumed it was Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
On the internet,
even Yu-Gi-Oh players
assumed
it was Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Turns out it was like a baseball or something.
Like, wait, it wasn't us? Oh.
No, finally.
Like,
leave us alone.
Wait, hold on. I just thought something too. Flicky, didn't you tell me about like some people fighting on like McDonald's on like for the Pokemon?
I did, yeah, because last year they released some Pokemon cards.
Yeah, for the Happy Meal.
Yeah,
for
fighting each other.
And people were fighting for that. And I'm like, again, oh my gosh.
Oh my jeez.
Yeah, because I remember
it was so stupid because again, it's like you had people saying, "Hey, these Happy Meals supposed to be for kids," and people would waste food. They would throw away the food immediately. They would throw away the Happy Meals because they just wanted the card. So they were just spending money on Happy Meals and wasting the food, not giving it away to any of the less fortunate in their area. No, just throw them away. So wasteful, right? There's just scalpers go through a lot just for this, man. It's like, and it's always just the equivalent of why. Like, why are you doing this to this certain? Oh, I hate my computer so much. If y'all understand, on my screen, save space by optimizing. My disk is almost full, so
we should probably wrap this up soon.
We should wrap this up soon before I'm not able to push unrecord and stop recording.
Yeah, that's gonna be gone, bro.
Any more stories about scalping? We've already mentioned, like I said, and all that. $20 above, yeah, cool. If shipping is included, okay, we can talk. If shipping is included, yes, let's talk about this. If shipping isn't included and you're trying to sell it for double MSRP, more than $20 or whatever, right? Now we need to ask questions because you're not even including shipping, especially if they open the product. Right. And I think that's what I consider scalping. So I think we all come to the conclusion that that's what we consider scalping.
Yeah, for me, it's like obviously you got to make a profit off it. That's the intent, but don't go overboard with it. Like, don't go double 100%.
Because the worst thing, right, is like when someone isn't trying to scalp, but they're actually trying to say like, "Hey, yo, this has to be worth my while to ship this out to wherever you are," and then they're like accused of scalping, but they aren't. Yeah. Right? Like, it's always an assumption or misconception of who's scalping or who's not scalping. Right. And I just don't want that to be the instance of like, I don't want that to be what happens if you're trying to help out anyone that doesn't have this product and they're just assuming you're scalping. That's a misconception. I feel like there has to be these fine rules of what is scalping, and everybody needs to understand it.
Exactly.
Real quick, something that's kind of on the side of scalping, but that still happens. If you're a TCG player, never buy loose packs off the internet.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 100%.
Hollow cards in most card games weigh differently, and unfortunately, there are some people that don't cheat you, but you will just find, I ordered 100 packs and didn't pull a single secret rare, ultra rare, or really hollow card because people weigh packs.
Sell the bad ones.
That's also just that's the scummiest of scummy. Don't do it.
Right.
Please.
Yep, and also watch out for when you're like buy cases online too, because there are times where they'll send you a case but it's like taped up, but it will also just like take away some of the boxes.
Or just mix them around way to boxes in general. You really have to try to order from stores, local game stores and everything that you can actually find. I don't care for ordering cases from actual people. I feel like, because again, that's another form of scalping, is selling cases, buying a crap ton of cases from a site and then reselling it. I consider that a form of scalping. And then like the same people who do it get extremely angry when they have like 5 cases just sitting there.
Yeah, don't be mad. No one's to spend that amount of money, and you're trying to increase the profit
by like
margin.
Twice or whatever.
Yeah, no one's gonna buy like $2,400 worth of cards.
Like it's my whole thing about like buying out certain places and then expecting to gain instant profit. That's not how you're going to make money. If you're going to make money, you might want to have a side hustle other than just let's charge these. Let's buy out a Walmart and sell it to people.
Try vending.
Yeah.
Or maybe making YouTube videos.
That was a long-term goal.
It's in the work in progress. It'll pay off, I guess.
Or I don't know, just practice and work
maybe
what you
play
got.
the game that you're in. Try to enjoy the game in general instead of scalping. I don't know. Just do anything else other than scalping for no reason.
Overall, just don't make people mad at you when you're trying to do this.
The worst
And
thing you
please
can
don't
do,
cheat, kids.
the worst
Please don't
thing
cheat.
you can do is go online and be known as a scalper.
Yeah,
Yep.
that is the worst. No,
Because as much as the Facebook rules say this, that, and the other, that no one can bully and harass, people will remember names, especially if they feel like they are being cheated in any way.
Yep.
And people's memories will grow almost instantly 100 times better if they remember, oh, no, I'd never want to buy stuff from you. You shipped my stuff late, or you forgot to ship my cards out, or you're a scalper. No, I don't want to buy from you.
it's like that old adage. People don't remember how what you did. They remember how you made them feel.
Yes.
And they
Yep.
don't like that. So
Right.
yeah,
Yep.
be careful whose toes you step on when you're scalping.
Right. And like, yeah, that's the end of the podcast, guys. And we really appreciate you guys listening. And again, we are also on Spotify now. Thanks for listening us to ramble on about Digimon prices and EX2. And happy holidays. It's almost New Year's Eve, or New Year's in general.
Yep.
It's close to New Year's Eve, so you're not wrong.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
the day after Christmas. Of recording this is the day after Christmas. So, this is your gift from us to y'all.
Merry Christmas.
Peace.
Merry
Holidays,
Christmas.
baby.
Merry holidays.
Hell yeah.